Hi everyone, I've broken out the recording software to show you something slightly different than our regular devlog. I got a work in progress feature here, which is the ability to take props and put them onto creature bases. This is a feature which has been on my personal wish list for quite a while, so I'm really excited to be talking about it. However, there is a caveat, and that is you are going to see me bring open the kind of props library and place props as creatures on the regular in this video. Now, this is not the final UI. We haven't even started designing the user experience for this feature yet. So props are not going to change how they normally work. This is a new feature which will be available in addition to the stuff you already have. So don't worry about boards breaking or having to learn new kind of controls for dealing with props. They're staying just how they are. So I suppose the first question is, why might you want this? And the obvious answer is, it's now finally possible to run your campaign with the dream team of ladder, a pile of camping supplies, and book, all along with a big flying floating cheese friend thing. Let's actually get that out of the way. And if that isn't enough, I just don't understand people anymore. But there are useful things you could do with this feature as well. And here's kind of a mocked up example of it. Actually, before I go any further again, I just wanted to talk about this board. This is Falcon's Rest by Caustic Therapy, available at a slab site near you. Alright, so anyway, what was I talking about? These guys. So, let's say your party's holding up in this building, and they know an attack of zombies is coming. A non-zero number of zombies, which is a problematic number of zombies. So, what I could do was take these previously kind of static fixed crossbows and put them on creature bases. And because they're creatures, we have all the normal stuff that you can do with creatures, like assign permission to players. So we can hand over control of these armaments to your party and have them lay them out tower defense style before the start of combat. Because it's a creature, we can also go into turn-based mode and, put these things in. So mounted crossbow is a thing in your initiative list now as well. You might have someone up here controlling these mage hand, or maybe you've got something else devised for how these will be used. Another thing we could do is go into... You'll notice I'm going to be talking about just stuff you could do, because this is a very open-ended feature. The feature really is no more or no less than you can take a prop and stick it on a base. But what you could do with it, I don't know, I feel like could be quite interesting. So we'll get back to this example. Let's say the zombies get through the kind of first wave of protection and they get to the door and they start smashing on this door. And you've barricaded it with this box, which, as you can see, I've used a torch. We can use torches because it's just a creature, but it also made it slightly easier to see what was going on. Your party have barricaded the door with this, and you want to keep track of how much damage this box has taken, and that's like how long before they break through. We've got HP, so we can just use the creature HP, and eventually when it hits 0, or less, then this is destroyed. You can just kill it, and the zombies get in. There's also... Let's just go over here. I've got a flying chair. One thing we might do with this is, if you wanted to keep track in a bar fight, let's say things are all cool, but then something sparks off and someone picks up a table or a chair and flings it across the room. The ability to then take that prop, change it into a creature, and keep track of it, like with a position and with a height and things like this, can be kind of useful. And it's just a really kind of low friction way of doing some of these things. Of course, this isn't prescriptive. This is just a tool that you are going to have in your arsenal as a GM to do these things. Another scenario I thought of, which I thought could be quite fun, is let's say your party have been questing for some manuscript, which actually, since I'm hovering over, this is perfect. Okay, so we've got some pages of a manuscript, an important manuscript. I get into this room, and the side of the building is blown out by a spell, and a gust of wind grabs the manuscript and blows it out of the building. You're then able to take this and track it. So maybe it was from out the side of this building here. We can now, turn by turn, move this further away, and you can have your party deal with the situation. Are they going to run downstairs? Is someone going to throw themselves off the balcony and try and grab it in the air? What is going to happen? That is kind of up to you. So yeah, we feel like this could be a really flexible feature. Again, we haven't decided the UX for this yet, but this thing is on the way, and I'm really excited to see what you folks come up with when you get your hands on this. So yeah, thanks so much for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next devlog.